Hello, my beautiful people. This is your girl, Destiny. I am back with the video that I promised you this morning when I was doing my nature walk. And I said I would be back to do this video if the creator gave me the okay. And I feel like, hey, he's pulling me to go ahead on, guys, and upload this video to you guys out there. My people, how are you? This is your girl, Destiny. I am back with this video. I can't get no satisfaction from this ego body. My people, you got to listen to this message. It's gonna be real funny. It's gonna be a good message. It's something to really think about. Hi guys, again, this is your girl Destiny. My YouTube channel is Destiny Forever Walks. And this is the first time coming to my YouTube channel, you know that you are welcome. And I want you to come on in and watch my videos with me. And with all my wonderful love subscribers, I love you guys so much. And I am here if you ever need me. Hook me up, my people, and say, Destiny, I need this, I need that. Help me with this, help me with that. Hey, I am here for you guys. And I thank you for your support as well. Helping me to be able to grow to my higher and greater self and to be able to fulfill my purpose here on this YouTube channel. My guys, today I'm going to need a little support from you all out there. I'm going to need someone to agree with me about this ego. So when I called out the ego and put the ego out there on the stage, I want you to call it out so it would know that, hey, we know who you are. We know what you're doing to our lives. So help me just call it out. When I say something about the ego, just say, there you go. Okay? So let's jump into it. So I want to get this started, my people. I can't get no satisfaction in this ego body. So my people, I'm going to show you how we're going to do this, okay? I want you to listen to me very well. When I called out the ego, I want you to be able to just shout it out, okay? I can't get no satisfaction in this ego body. Very good. I think you guys got it. Now listen to this. That's the title. I can't get no satisfaction in this ego body. My people, this is so hilarious, but yet it's so true. The ego is never satisfied. Everything that keeps us unhappy and or discontent. You better believe it, my people. You better believe it. Is that
ego.
It's that ego. Thank you for the help, my people. And guess what? We walk around, we keep saying, I can't get no satisfaction, but the more we continue to say I can't, we will never get it. And we try, and we try, and we try, and we try. And somehow, my people, we always end up missing the mark. We always forever unsatisfied. And why we do make it such a struggle? Why? Just somebody can answer that. Why do we make it such a struggle? Perhaps, I know one of the things, if we're speaking that we can't get no satisfaction, we're agreeing with the ego, so we make that a constant problem for us and a struggle. Perhaps, my people, also that the answer is that we try too hard. Sometimes we try to jump over the process and the steps that the Creator has already predestined for us to walk in, and we try to do it on our own. And we find ourselves getting in the way of the Creator. So sometimes, yes, we do try too hard. And we forget to trust or go deep within ourselves to listen to our inner voice. That's our gut intuition, my people. We have to listen to the inner voice. That's the God within us. That's the God or Goddess within us. My people, we live in an outer world where we are taught that we can't get no satisfaction, but we got to start reprogramming our minds away from that ego. Y'all heard me. Away from what? The ego.
Ego.
And we got to start reprogram our minds to the words and to the tune of the creator universe. And we got to believe what the creator has said. We can do all things through him because he strengthened us, my people. So think about it. When was the last time you remember feeling deeply satisfied? And when was the time before that? Let me ask you another question. How much of your day do you experience contentment? How much of your day do you experience contentment and peace? In contrast, people, how much time are you spending being stressed out, being unhappy, overdriven, exhausted, burnt out, lonely, my people, confused, or even feeling disturbed, distracted, and very numb? How much time of your day do you find yourself going through these things? My people, because you keep speaking, I can't get no satisfaction. That's why you're creating all the negativity, all the distractions, all of the stress and the burnouts and the pain and the loneliness and the confusion and the numbness. You are creating that because you're speaking that you can't. Whatever you say that you can't, that you won't get it, my people. But that saying, I can't get no satisfaction, that has become, my people, the mantra of
ego.
That's the ego's mantra, my people. Yes, the ego. That has become the theme song to the soundtrack of our lives if we forget about our soul consciousness. And if we forget about our true self and who we really are, according to the plans and the purpose that the creator of the universe has predestined for us to live our lives, then that becomes the theme song to the soundtrack. And that is the mantra, I keep telling you, my people, of
Ego.
the ego. And you got it. And I thank you guys for helping me with this, okay? So, this underscores a life where we are looking for the answers outside of ourselves. And as long as we keep going outside of ourselves, looking for answers, looking for the plans and the goals and all those things about our lives, we will never have satisfaction. For Black people, we got to go deep within ourselves where our truth is, for who we are, and for the God that lives within us, because the kingdom of God is in us. That is where we'll find satisfaction. My people, do you remember that song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction? It's an old song, but I think it was by the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones. Let me see if I can sing a little bit of it. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. 'Cause I tried, 'cause I tried, 'cause I tried, and I tried. I can't get no. I can't get no. Well, you ain't gonna get none, my people. 'Cause you keep saying you can't get it. You won't get it. You won't get none with your ego, my people, playing with your mind. Did you hear me? You won't get none, my people, with your ego, playing with your mind. You guys better get this. I'm telling you, everything that keeps us for reaching for something else or for something more, let me tell you, my people, you know what that is. It's our ego, my people. And everything that insists that we must be unique, special, stand out from the crowd, and to be one of a kind, That is your,
Ego.
it is your what, my people?
Ego.
You got it. My people, I'm telling you, you got this. That is your ego. Our incessant need to be in control and the fear of faith, even with trust, my people, guess what? It is all your
Ego.
You got it. It's all your ego. Our insatiable appetite for more that leaves us feeling so incomplete, madly driven, and so discontent, my people. You know what it is. That is your ego.
Ego.
Your ego. That is your ego. And my people, our need to be right and to defend ourselves, you know, that is the voice of your
Ego.
wow. You guys are so smart. You guys are on it. And guess what? Our natural desire to gossip, to judge, to name drop, to condescend, to blame my people, to resent, even to praise and to idolize, to pity and to criticize my people. You know, all desires are mechanisms. They are mechanisms of your my people.
Ego.
They are mechanisms of your what?
Ego.
You better say that. Y'all getting this. But ultimately, everything that separates us from our soul, from our higher, greater self, from our true essence, and my people, you know what that is. Everything that separates us from our higher self, from our true self, my people, it is your,
Ego.
it is your what?
Ego.
Say it, say it. It is your ego. And all we need to do to break through this cycle is to steadily open our awareness to the subconsciousness, the ego traps, and the programs of the ego. It takes nothing more, my people, than a shift of focus. You focus your attention, your mind, your thoughts on the divine creator of this universe. You believe him for what he says about you. When we see the ego operating rather than the person or our self, my people, it's easier to gain a space from the ego and not take the manifestations of these egoic patterns personally. It can be an exercise, my people, I'm saying, in compassion or even in understanding. But this is what we got to realize, that people themselves, well, let me say, the essence of the person, they really aren't trying to wrong you, my people, or they're not even trying to hurt you. So you know what? It's just that
Ego.
It's just that ego. It's always getting itself in the way. It's just that ego operating in that person. And all of a sudden, we are able to look at even our greatest enemies, or even the relationships that we struggle with deeply. And then what we're going to find and see, we're going to see I'm going to tell you, we're going to see that ego.
Ego.
We're going to see our ego, my people. That ego creating the dysfunctions in these people. You know, I found out this now. People don't create dysfunction. The out of control ego. That out of control ego creates the dysfunction in the lives of people. And then, you know, my people, let me tell you something else. We are so keyed to believe everything that each ego tells us. And I'm going to tell you something else, my people. It's just that ego operating all the time to keep us from growing to our greater, higher self, to keep us in that place of lack and fear and pain, confusion, negative thoughts. And guess what? That ego is constantly operating in the lives of people all the time, as long as we allow it to take the driver's seat in our lives. Then all of a sudden, we are able to look at even our greatest enemies, and like I said, or with the relationships that we struggle with so deeply. And like I said, we see the ego creating those dysfunctions. Let me tell you this, my people. As I said before, that out of control ego is housed within people that creates that dysfunction. I started to say something else, but I'm glad I didn't. It's that it's that control of the ego. It's out of control. And it's housed within us, my people. And that is what creates the dysfunction. The dysfunctions and the disconnects that we experience with the people in our lives, my people, it stems from, and you guys know what it stems from. No, come on, help me. It stems from where? It stems
Ego.
from your ego. Come on, give it to me. It stems from your what?
Ego.
Thank you. Come on, don't just help me out. It stems from your ego and forgetting that we all share the very same essence. This beautiful energy, we share it. The energy of the divine creator of the universe, we share it. Our divine source, our higher power, our God, whoever we choose to call them. We share the very same essence, and it makes up the core of every human and every person, every one of us on this planet, my people. But guys, we know what the ego does. The ego always out there. What the ego?
Ego.
Say it, call it out, my people. The ego just makes us forget this essential truth. Let me tell you what I did this morning. On my way to work, I did a fully conscious purpose to go to Walmart because I want to watch and see how people go around during the day and how they handle themselves. And, I just want to see it. What was like, I want to be totally in my fully consciousness being. So this morning I made a conscious decision to pay a visit to Walmart on my way to work. And when I entered into Walmart, I really looked around, my people. And I looked at every person that walked by me while I was in that store. And I already had invited ego, come with me. Because I want ego to be right there with me so I can be, I didn't fight the ego, I apologize. I invited my soul, my people. I had to kill off the ego. I had to beat it down when I got to the parking lot because he thought he was going to kind of run up behind me. I said, no, you're not going on this trip with me. I'm taking my soul with me. So I really opened my eyes and I asked my soul to take this trip with me rather than the ego. And my soul opened my eyes to see everything, my people, just as it was. And my people, I'm going to tell you, it was a trip. As I walked with my eyes wide open, guess what I saw? My people, I'm serious. Guess what I saw? I saw that.
Ego.
I saw that.
Ego.
I saw that what?
Ego.
And I saw that what?
Ego.
I saw that ego, my people. I'm serious. It was on every single face that I came across in that Walmart. I saw the ego. I saw the ego on the businessman's face when he was rushing, he was running, ramping all through the store. I saw that ego slamming into other people trying to get to this place and that place. I saw the panic stricken on people's faces. And I saw people looking at their watches and just like they're constantly in a barn bar of rushing. My people, obviously, these people were stressing and obsessing over being late. So why these people could not see that there was no other possibility for the present moment that they were standing in, that they were in that moment? Why couldn't they see the possibility of that present moment? Why couldn't they see that they were, or why couldn't they see that they were in the perfect place, at the perfect time, late and all? It was okay, but they didn't see it. My God, I'm going to tell you, my people, I saw stresses. I saw anxiety. I saw fear. I saw discontentment. I saw such an overdrive in people's eyes and the irritation on their faces, or at least 98% now of the people I saw on their faces as I walked through that store. I really did. And however, people, this was crazy. But people just constantly always being pulled by their ego. So I'm asked, how many of these people were sharing my sentiment and thinking of the heart? How many of these people are thinking of a soul? And how many of these people are thinking of the gratitude? You know what I'm saying? Thinking of the surrendering, of having that peace from the divine creator. I assume any of them, my people. I looked around and I couldn't see a single person that seemed deeply happy or content or that was living in their peace. I looked long and hard searching for that spark in their eyes, my people, and that spark in their heart. And I'm telling you, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. So you know what I did? I smiled at the people that uncomfortably, that accidentally made eye contact with me. And you know what I did? I sent them some real, genuine love from the depths of my heart, from the depths of my being, recognizing that that we are all cut from the very same fabric, that we all share the same blood. We bleed the same blood from the divine creator of the creator himself, cut from the same cloth. And I lovingly recognized the ego in their faces. And as a result, my people, I brilliantly recognized the ego also in myself as well. But I had mastery and I had control over it because I had put it out of the driver's seat and I took back my power. And that's what the place we got to get to. So guess what, people? Today, I set the intention to fall back into the arms of my soul. And guess what I did? I screamed out and I said,
Ego.
go. And I said, what?
Ego.
Get away. And I said, what?
Ego.
You no longer have power over me. And what did I say?
Ego.
I am my greater higher self. And I had to tell the ego, I am in control. I am the one in control. So I fell back into the arms of my soul rather than run through my day with that ego. And when I started to feel unpleasant in any way, guys, I'm telling you, I asked myself immediately, where was that ego? Where was my soul? Where was my relationship with the divine creator, God, in that moment? And when I felt stressed, people, when I felt really rushed and pushed, and when I felt filled with anxiety, immediately I stopped in my tracks. And I turned my attention back inward. And I remember that this was just the ego distracting me. That's that ego, I'm going to tell you. Y'all know, come on, people. It was what? It was my ego. It was my ego. It was distracting me, trying to pull me back into a lower place of depression and tension and pressure and all kinds of negativity. I recognized that, and I wasn't going there. And my people, I stopped. I turned my attention back inward and remembered that it was just the ego distracting me. Everything, and I mean everything in this world, is impermanent. And therefore, everything is also unstable, my people, and is so unreliable. And the only thing that we know, and the only thing that we can know to be permanent is the formless, the soul within all of us. And I'm going to say that again because I want y'all to get this, my people. This is important. The only thing that we can know to be permanent is the formless, the soul, my people, that is within us. And for me, this brings me such a tremendous peace, that peace which surpasses all understanding, that comes from the divine creator, God himself, that keep my heart and mind center focused and stayed on him. It keeps me moving to my higher and greater self. So why identify with the outer craziness when complete contentment is mine at the calling? It is yours at the calling, my people. You can have this peace that surpasses all understanding. You can have your present moment with the divine creator every single moment of the day. You have to choose and make choices, my people. How do you see the ego? How do you see the ego? And how will you loosen its grip? The ego always wants something else. It's never satisfied. It is never happy. It's never at peace. It's never in agreement with you. I'm telling you, my people, the ego always wants something else. And I'm telling you, the ego is never satisfied. My people, satisfaction lies in the arms of the soul, never to be found or counted on in the external, ever changing world. You will never, I'm telling you, you never find peace with your ego. So, my people, listen to this. You can't find satisfaction in everything. You can, I'm going to say that again. You can find satisfaction in everything, but you got to be keyed in, tuned in sync with the divine creator. You got to believe and trust in him and lean not to your own understanding and to the understanding and the plans of the ego. You got to be connected. You can find satisfaction in everything. Just stop trying so hard, looking outside of yourself, looking outside to find something that you're never going to find when everything is inside of you. And you just got to go deep within yourself. That's where your happiness is. That's where your peace is. That's where your love is. That's where your life and happiness and your joy. That's your truth. It's all inside of you. And that is where your choice is to find that satisfaction. And my people, that is it. I can't get no satisfaction in this ego body until I let the ego take itself and go to the place where it's supposed to be. Ego, go.
Ego.
Ego,
Ego.
go. Ego,
Ego.
go. You do not have no power on me. I'm not giving you. Namaste, my people. I'm out of here.